Go.
Hi, my name is Bunkley, and this is cohort BIS 053 with Professor Arthur Mahan, Professional Communications Management 205. This is performance appraisal, the annual agony and irritation for managers and employees alike. A few weeks ago, my manager announced to our team of 8 that performance reviews would be due at the end of March. Now, the manager scowled and everything was so quiet you could hear a pin drop. And why? Well, one of the reasons is, according to the Human Resources Division of About.com, second only to firing an employee, managers cite performance appraisals as the task they dislike most. And why? Mainly because traditionally it is a process that engenders conflict between the two groups. Now, for management, they find that they are called on by human resources to be the evaluator and the disciplinarian. Traditional reviews were designed by human resources in order to have documentation to protect the organization from certain types of lawsuits, especially in cases of dismissal. And as a result, the manager is expected to have anything negative documented. Any opinions that they might have usually provoke a defensive response from the employee who of course does not want to deal with the negative. And also, if it was one negative event for the entire year, it seems that that becomes the focus of attention as opposed to all of the accomplishments that the employee has made for the entire year. The other problem for management is that it's extra paperwork. If you have a manager who is managing anywhere from, say, 10 or 15 employees, and they have to do a one-on-one as well as the write-up, this, for a manager who is already overworked and has very little time, this puts a strain on their time. So, as a result, it's probably the last thing that they will do. Well, the result of the fact that they take so long in doing the appraisal means that if the appraisal is attached to the raise, the employee doesn't get their raise until later in the year. Now the employee is upset with the manager because their money is affected. So here, where you have a department where teamwork is one of the express purposes for the prosperity of the department, now you have everyone in this defensive posture. Now, what about the employee? The employee is upset because there's negative feedback, okay? And negative feedback always engenders a defensive response, okay? And then they're always concerned that the evaluation could be influenced by personal attributes such as gender, race, or age. This is unethical, but it does happen. And then lastly, the studies show that attractive people are often judged to be more intelligent and have other positive qualities. So if you have 2 employees, one more attractive than the other, there are employees who feel that the more attractive employee is actually going to be seen in a better light than the less attractive employee. So ultimately, what is the solution to all this? Number 1 is preparation. If both the employee as well as the employer or the manager documents and has a list of accomplishments when they come to the table, then they can be on one accord. The other is standardized forms, or the use of standardized forms, such as this. It makes the process simple, and making the process simple and more formal is always an addition to making the process better for both. It means that it's a lot less time for the employer, and it puts all of the employees on the same level in terms of how they're being rated, how they're being graded, okay? And then, of course, the last thing is you want to focus on the positive. What were the positive things that were done for the previous year, and also what kind of goals, making the goals simple and attainable, but that will cause the department to progress. Now, what everyone has to keep in mind is that the performance appraisal vehicle is simply a tool for the employer to gauge the employee's contribution and implement quality controls to address areas of concern. And for the employees, it's an opportunity for them to highlight the significance of their performance to the organization for that previous year. And for both, it's an opportunity for both improvement and for skills development. Now, if a raise or a promotion is added to that pot, then it's a plus. However, the goal always is to promote and encourage progress and productivity within the organization with a more motivated workforce. Thank you.